Sorry.
now.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't see
Right
it.
now.
I don't see it.
Let me see. Didn't. Okay.
We're about to do our podcast. We can't read your comments. Sorry, but I'll read them after.
Oh, you can't read them?
Look how far that is.
Oh. Why is it so far?
So I was trying to be nice and put you in the picture.
Oh. I
You want
prefer.
something else? You can leave it up against
No,
the
it's
wall.
fine.
Okay.
It's the only way you can do it that far away.
Oh,
Yeah, we appreciate you guys watching.
we do. All four of you.
It's not 4, it's 400.
Oh,
And it's
Sorry.
climbing.
sorry.
It's almost 500 now.
What's wrong with a small, intimate group? Nothing wrong with a small, intimate group.
All right.
Oh. Is your phone turned off or down? Or...
I'm professional. My phone's right there.
Oh, sorry. sorry.
What's up, Michael Poland? Happy birthday.
Oh, you're a Taurus. I'm a Taurus too. Happy birthday.
Are we ready to go?
It hasn't frozen yet.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Y'all getting y'all shit together over here.
Hey, what's up? This is Gary Owen with the Get Some podcast. You can listen to this on iTunes. Just search Gary Owen, #Get Some, or you can watch it on YouTube, which we're live right now, youtube.com/Gary Owen.com. Return of the Queen. Today, Kenya's back. It's been a month.
Gosh, has it been a month?
Yeah.
Oh, have you missed me?
I mean, I've seen you.
Oh,
But...
I guess not.
You act like I ain't seen you
I
in a
know,
month.
I'm sorry.
Let me get my schedule out of the way immediately. Not out of the way, but I want to make sure people know where I'm going to be. This weekend, I'm in Virginia Beach at the Funny Bone. That would be May 9th through the 12th. And then the week after that, I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. And then I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. And then I close May in Addison, Texas, which is right outside of Dallas, May 30th through June 2nd. And then I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, June 4th and 5th. And then June 8th, I film my next Showtime special. We're going to call it Doing What I Do in San Antonio at the Empire Theater. So that's the big one. June 8th, San Antonio, Texas, the Empire Theater. Take my next Showtime special. We're doing 2 shows, 7:30 and 10. I will be wearing the same clothes. So my balls will be musty the second show, unless I change my drawers.
That's so
What?
gross.
What?
I mean,
saying.
because they have wipes.
I'm not going to wipe my balls in between shows.
I mean, just to freshen up a little bit.
It'll be fine. I'm just kidding. They're not that musty. So my wife's back. So what we got? Mother's Day weekend coming up this weekend.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I'm not. Is that awful?
I got you a
I'm
good
not.
ass gift.
You
though.
do?
I'm good at gifts though.
Okay. Gary is really good at gifts, but I'm getting better. Am I?
I'll find. I mean, it's not Mother's Day. I don't know. I
Oh,
don't get
Father's
Mother's
Day.
Day.
Okay. Well, I'm working on being a better gift giver. So,
I'm all about gifts. I don't even care if you're with me.
what?
I don't care. As long as the gifts are good. Just being honest.
Oh, you mean like,
I'm here for Father's Day. I'm like this.
oh,
But where's my gift?
Oh, so we don't have to really be together as long as I produce a
A
good
good gift. That's a good Father's Day.
That is so rude.
What?
That is,
We're together so much.
you would be a good side dick or a side chick.
Side dude.
Yeah, side dude.
I'm a great side dude.
Yeah. You just want the gifts. You don't need the presents.
That's what the perks.
Yeah.
Oh, why am I wearing my Cincinnati Reds jersey? Is because we live in the Bay Area now, and the Reds are in town. They're playing the A's for 3 days, and they play the Giants for 3 days, and I'm gone. I don't get to see any of the games. So I'm still repping my squad.
I should have did like an A's something.
I'm sure you're fine. The guys are happy with what they're seeing. Mother's Day. What'd you do last month? What's the best Mother's Day gift I ever got you? I know what it was.
I think I'm supposed to say my children.
That was a Mother's Day gift, though.
Oh.
It's about Mother's Day.
But if I didn't have kids, I wouldn't be a mother.
I know what it was.
You do? Because I'm sure it was something, and I'm sure I just don't remember. So don't take it personally that I don't remember. But what What is it?
I surprised you with the Mother's Day brunch. I had the chef come over.
That
fix you up
was
some
the
food.
best gift, Chef Bambina in Cincinnati. That was the best gift ever, because when I say everything was delicious,
It was good.
the waffles were on point. She made like this special tea, her own concoction, the chicken, and I don't even eat
We didn't
fried
go
chicken.
healthy. We just went.
We just went
make
delicious.
it tasty.
It was so good. We had a lot of different options, and
Did we
that was
forget?
it.
I drove 2 hours to make sure I was there. Then had to drive 2 hours back to Columbus
So
for my show
sweet.
that night.
Are you sure that wasn't my birthday?
No, that was Mother's Day. That was
Oh.
Mother's Day.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, that was
It was a Sunday.
fantastic. Okay, well, thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. You drove. That was so thoughtful.
How about? Let me think of the
Sometimes
times I drove.
Gary needs a moment for me to reinforce what a greatness.
Let me see.
You are.
Austin's
to
our
me.
son is 18 when he was 6 or no, he was 7. I was in Pittsburgh and I
Yeah.
drove down to Columbus and you drove up. So I drove 2.5, 3 hours to make sure I was there to celebrate his birthday at my buddy
Yes.
Paul's house. And then had to drive back
yes.
for that. And then
That was sweet too.
one time he had a basketball game, my son. He
Yes.
was like 8,
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
And I flew in because the game was like at noon and I flew right back out
Yeah.
to make my show that night.
Aw, that was really sweet.
Sacrificing as a dad.
I remember one time he was so sick. I was so sick, but every time he threw up, I still got up to clean him up.
Who,
and
me?
The baby,
I was
Austin.
gonna say it ain't me.
So I do a lot too.
You clean throw up from a baby.
And I rocked, but I was sick too, barely making it.
They sucking on your titties, so you guys have a connection.
Ugh. Ugh, God, it's so gross. I mean,
What? You nourished him.
You just took a really beautiful act and just made it ugly. Do you think people should be able to nurse like in public? Like, do they need a
No.
blanket?
Yeah, you need a blanket. I'm fine with nursing in public, but go to the
So-
bathroom, go to a stall, or find a chair in the corner. Like you should be able to go. Women that breastfeed should be able to go to a restaurant, go to a Starbucks, go to somewhere and be like, "Look, I got a nurse. Is there a chair where I
Mhm.
can face the wall,
Oh God.
or just a corner
Yes,
chair?
yes.
You know what I mean?
So as long
Or maybe
as,
an announcement.
So
She's about to breastfeed.
so so as long
Don't
as the
stare.
breast is covered as she is nursing, it's okay.
I don't care either way.
So
I'm
she
saying
just
something
whipped it
to
out.
at
Maybe
least
not
to-
at the dinner table,
I
but
could
if
care
it was
less.
whipped out, like if you're walking in a park.
She whipped them titties out.
Oh,
Don't be like, if you don't have the blanket, don't be like, what are you looking at? I'm looking at the miracle of life. As they try to be like sexual harassment, ma'am, I am in awe of how you and your son are just connected, or daughter. Oh my God.
that's funny.
It really looks like it's tasty. That milk looks really good.
That's so funny.
That milk looks really tasty.
Do you remember Austin when he was little? He saw someone, and I don't know if I've shared the story. He saw someone nursing. This white woman was nursing her baby, and he went up to her and said, "Oh, my mommy has chocolate milk." Do you
Is that
remember
what he said?
Yes, my mommy has chocolate milk. And she was like, "Oh, that's great. I love chocolate milk."
Is it freaky to have a husband or boyfriend suck the titty too? Like get a little milk?
No, because sometimes at night, you should know, when it's engorged, you need a little relief. So you need to say, "Can you just please suck?"
Did I ever suck your titty with milk in it?
Yes, with Austin. I can't remember.
Was I right next to him? Like,
No. I'm sorry. No, with Austin, meaning it wasn't like Austin's on
quality
one
time
and
right there
he's
with
on
your
the
son.
other. No, Austin was not in the room, but they were so engorged that I just needed some help.
but I do remember
It
speaking
was
of.
warm, remember?
No, I don't at all.
Oh, you
Maybe
tried to block it out.
Block that from my memory. But I do remember. I remember bragging about how I'd never throw up. Be like, I can't remember last time I threw up. I don't throw up. I can't remember.
That's me. You don't
And
throw up either?
You threw up a lot when you were pregnant. But I remember I went to California Pizza Kitchen in Glendale, California. Had to be like 2002. And I got food poisoning at night. And the day after I said, I can't remember last time I threw up. I threw up. The next day, I was like this. Just like when I was in the Navy, we were talking, me and a bunch of guys were talking about stanky pussies. And I was like, I've never had one. And then like the very next week,
You had
the girl
us.
had us.
Oh.
Man, I couldn't even do it. I couldn't. I
Oh.
told her I had a dentist appointment. It was 3 a.m. I said, oh my God, I had a dentist appointment at 6 a.m. in LA. I literally could not. I was not putting my stuff in that thing.
Oh.
She was wide open too.
Oh, God.
Yeah. She was
But
in San Diego State.
you know, it's so interesting. I was at a shoe store once and a lady, I did think I spit on you. A lady bent over to get like a shoe like off the bottom. And when she bent over, what I say, all of her aroma just flew into the rest of the store for the rest of us. I
Jesus
mean,
Christ.
the rest of us, I mean, seriously, me and this other woman looked at each other like I had never, that was my first experience with somebody that clearly needed an antibiotic.
Where
Clearly.
was you at?
A shoe store. And so like
Where
she's
at?
like LA. I think I was in like in the alleys.
Well, that narrows it down.
You know,
You said
like
a shoe store in LA.
what is
that
it
narrows
called?
it down.
Well, no. Like if you like downtown LA, like if you go into the alleys, they have like these little shoe stores. And she was reaching for a shoe at the bottom.
Ugh.
It was really
I still
disgusting.
remember that smell from that girl in San Diego though.
Do you?
Yeah. She had to know because she did not fight me on the dentist appointment. Most girls like this, motherfucker, you ain't got no dentist appointment. I was like this. And this is like a Saturday. So I basically told her I had a Sunday morning dentist appointment at 6 a.m. in LA because I lived in San Diego.
You have had the
God.
weirdest interactions with your dates in women.
What do you mean?
I mean, you know, the pancakes against the wall,
Those great
the
stories.
stealing of the jacket, had to go back and get your
That's
jacket,
true.
and now
I had some nights.
the stinky vagina.
Let me go over these few stories that for new viewers you don't know. The two stories because you just said two stories that they might not know. And
let's do the pancake one.
Pancake one was funny. Okay, so I'm in
the other
DC.
one. Just look at a past episode, you'll get the other one. But tell the pancake story.
Okay, so I'm in DC. I'm in the Navy, and I meet this girl, and she went to Maryland Eastern Shore University. I didn't know it was a HBCU till I got there. I picked her up. So we had made plans to go to Ocean City, Maryland that weekend. And so I picked her up, and she was a virgin. I didn't know it. I'm 19. She's probably 18, 19. And so anyways, long story short, we go to the hotel, and I try to have sex with her, and it's not going in. And I asked her, I was like, I said, I don't know what's going on. And I'm not like that experienced anyways. And she was like, oh, I said, are you a virgin? She goes, my hymen's been broken. And I was like, what the fuck is a hymen? I don't even know what that is. And then, so basically she was a virgin. So she felt bad that I didn't get to have sex with her. So I'm just kind of laying there. I'm being cool. And Ohio State was playing Washington in football, I remember. And I guess she's going to hook me up. So she goes down on me underneath the covers. And I said, oh, yes. Like Ohio State scored a touchdown. Never forget. It was like Butler Benote. And he was running back for Ohio State. And he scored. And I guess she thought I was bragging on her skills, her head game. Because that shit got faster. And I was like this. What the? So I'm having fun now. I'm going, oh, yeah. Yeah. And the whole time, getting a lot faster. So once I finished, I was like done with her. I was like, okay. Like literally the first 3 girls I slept with, as soon as the nut hit, I was done. I was like, I want to leave. I want to be with myself. I want to sleep with you. I don't want to do anything else. So I was like, how do I get out of this? So it's about 5 a.m. So I said, I'm gonna go get some breakfast, right? And keep in mind, I've been laying in bed for a couple hours like this already. Like, how do I get out of this? Because we're supposed to spend another day in Ocean City, Maryland together and then leave the next day. And I was like, how am I going to get out of this? So I went to McDonald's just before cell phones. And I called my roommate. I'll never forget. Chad Dindo lives in Nashville, Tennessee now. He's from Vermont. So I called him. I said, Chad, call this hotel. Call this room number. Say I got duty. When you're in the Navy, you can get called into work if you got duty. So he calls the hotel, calls the room number. I call him back like 20 minutes later. He goes, yeah, she answered. You're good. We're good. I told her you got duty. I'm your boss. Great. So I go to McDonald's. I get 2 of the hotcakes and sausage things, and they're in 2 bags, right? So I walked into the hotel room, and it's probably 6:30 in the morning now, and I go, breakfast, and I had like 2 bags of McDonald's, like a commercial, and she goes, your boss called. You got to go in for duty. I went, oh, fuck. And I threw one of the pancakes against the wall, like the bag, and the pancake just stuck with the syrup. And it was like just slowly coming down the wall with the syrup and butter on the pancake. And then, so we got in the car. I dropped her off at Maryland Shore and never talked to her again. That was it. So I feel bad. So
Do you? Ooh, do you think like some of these people you would recognize like now?
Oh, I would never recognize her.
Yeah.
But I remember she had a lazy eye. I remember like it wasn't lazy all the time, but every now and then she'd look over and I was like, why's your eye? It was like a half Tracy McGrady eye.
Oh.
It wasn't like full Tracy McGrady, but it was like, because his just sticks there, but it was like a half one.
Oh.
So I do remember that. So if a girl ever comes to me, you don't remember me? Hold on, turn this way.
Slowly.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, so you've had some.
I hope she has a great Mother's Day, though. I'm sure she's a mother.
I'm sure she is too. And
Everybody has a lazy-eyed mother.
be good to him.
Yo.
Yes.
Half Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
So Mother's Day, what are you doing for your mom?
My mom also likes gifts. She likes gifts, green gifts. So she'll get a card. She'll probably get some money, and then we'll say, "Hey, do you want to go out to eat? Let's
Nope.
go and eat." No, she
Nope.
will not want to do that. So I'll probably just cook.
The NBA playoffs are on. Your mom ain't doing nothing.
Oh, okay. She's not going to even want us to come over. Okay,
At all.
the playoffs are on. So her gift, she would probably say to me, "My gift would be if you guys don't come over." Okay, that's how she operates. I didn't know what time the playoffs come on.
They're on all day.
Oh,
Sunday.
do we know who's playing?
Not yet. I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen, but there is
Okay.
going to be games on
We'll
Sunday.
make a
though.
prediction right now. Who's going to be in the playoffs on Mother's Day? Who's playing?
Well, I mean, the games are set if it keeps going to game 6 and 7. It's not like you got to predict the game. The series is what it is right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
You
let me
just
back
don't
it up.
know if they're going to be playing or not if they win the series by then.
Okay, so who do you think will be in the championship game, NBA championship game? What two teams?
I think Milwaukee. I'm going on a limb. Milwaukee and Golden State.
Okay, are those both so educated?
They're the number
like-
one seeds.
Oh,
Like I really went on a limb.
okay.
But you're asking me. I mean, you're asking me. I think Giannis. I can't pronounce his name, but that dude's playing out of his mind. The Greek freak. Oh, I know what.
Is he a black Greek or a white Greek?
Black Greek.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he attractive?
I don't know.
Oh, Greek men are usually pretty attractive. I'm gonna have to look him up.
Really? You just said a whole country has attractive black men? An entire
I
country?
don't know. I think a lot of Latin guys are attractive too, from Spain.
Oh, did it freeze? Oh, it froze on my end.
Oh,
The Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
oh,
I don't know. I don't know
okay.
if he's attractive.
So Milwaukee and Golden State.
That's my prediction.
Yeah.
But I live in the Bay now. I got to pick Golden State.
Okay. Let me just because we're talking about Golden State, and I just watched the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett, and they had the Curry women. His mom, Aisha, the brother.
Aisha's his wife.
Oh, yes, but who's the brother? The brother
Steph
no
and Seth.
Seth's fiance.
Okay.
Was also on it, and she is what, Doc Rivers' daughter?
Is she?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Oh, look, learning something new from the podcast.
I stay out of people's business. That's
And-
why.
Oh,
I
okay.
just worry about what they do on the court. I don't care what they do off the court.
No, but this is really good. So, and then also they had Steph's sister. And if
She's
you-
an athlete too. She's a good athlete too.
volleyball.
Yeah.
She said she's had 5 concussions, and because of those concussions, she's now suffers from severe anxiety. But the Red Table Talk, it was really good. It's not just geared towards women, but it was really I don't know what I think I was expecting something a little more lighthearted, but they really got into some really very moving and deep conversations, and it
Talk about
made
hoes?
me. And they did. They talked about groupies, hoes, but they really talked a lot about anxiety disorders and coping skills and things that make them anxious. And I thought they were very vulnerable. And whether you're a guy or a woman, I really think it was only like a 30-minute episode. I really do think it is worth your time, because they were really honest about what they feel and the things that they go through, much more honest than I would think a celebrity or celebrity-like person would be about things, their triggers, and how they're dealing with them.
Think their
So
pussy stink? Just kidding. Sorry.
I mean, golly. God, you can't take him nowhere. You just can't. Okay.
I don't think they do. Curry, she's a chef, so she knows what to put in her body.
Anyways, so Red Table Talk, I'm ignoring that.
Is that on YouTube?
It is on Facebook. It's on Facebook, but you guys should really watch it. It was really, really good. Like, I'm glad I watched it. And I don't watch every episode, but I was interested in that episode. And then speaking of going, we were just something that we just said the word going or something you should do. So I know a lot of people are planning graduation. We're all excited about these graduates and
Nobody's excited about graduation.
people who are, listen, let me tell you something. When my kids graduate, it's going to be a month of festivities because I cannot wait to get them out of the house.
They're not
okay.
gonna leave, though.
So
Just
stop
graduate,
it. Don't put that on
leave.
them kids. Don't put that on them kids.
All right.
They
I
are
don't know
leaving.
What kid you think?
Those kids are leaving. And if they don't leave, Gary and I saw a Mercedes Sportsman like van that they have. If you open it up, it has a double bed. It has like a little kitchen with a counter area where a little bitty sink. It's almost like a camping van. So if their plan is not to be here, they will each get their own camping van and just be out on the road.
I ain't buying that.
Yeah, you are.
I'm more of,
because they ain't gonna be here.
My kids can stay. You say leave. I'm more of the, as long as you can stay at home as long as you want to get on your feet, as long as you have a job. You're not going to be sitting around playing video games. Because our daughter just got hired. She just got a job.
First job.
So she got a job. Now, how long she's going to keep that job, that's another story. But she did get hired.
First job.
But like once you graduate high school, I don't care if you're in school or not, you could stay at I'm just being very blunt. You could stay at the house with the family as long as you got a job and you're working. Because I'm okay with you saving money.
Oh, yeah. Coming from the person who's never at home. Okay.
Me?
Yeah. You're at home 2 days a week, 3 days?
3
days a week. So from the person that's here like 7 days a week, unless I'm traveling, for work or something,
Let me tell you
you have to go.
Let me tell you what's going to happen.
It's been nice, but you have to go.
All you keep saying that shit.
Really?
But I guarantee you there's going to be less than a week after this house is empty when both kids are out of the house, whatever that year might be. That might be 2046. Yes. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I know I'm going to get a call from you saying, I think I'm depressed. I miss my kids. I think I'm so lonely. Okay. There's nothing around here.
But I'll be doing that from a cruise ship, a nice little island, a girlfriend trip, or with you. Maybe I'll roll over and say it to you. But I am ready to be an empty nester and I don't feel bad about it. I have given. I ain't got shit left to give. I am ready for these kids to fly the coop. And graduation parties, I'm excited about. I'm excited. I'm getting a lot of invitations about graduation. Now, every party I don't want to go to. But I do still send, if you send me a card inviting us to the graduation, I still put the $100 in, even if I'm not coming to the party to congratulate your high schooler on graduation. But if you are having a party, can you please make sure there is enough food for everyone? I hate going to parties and I finally get up there and it's like one meatball left. So that puts me in a position of, do I take the last meatball and look selfish? Do I leave the last
meatballs?
Well, it could be meatballs. It could be a finger sandwiches. It could be a chicken wing. It could be a slice of. It could be a slice of wing. I don't care what it is. I do not want to have to make the choice of taking the last one. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is I have my fans and my podcasters on my side because they are both like, Gary, you're right. That's how you build generational wealth. Let your kids stay, stack their chips, and then when they're ready to go, go. Who wants to live in a rundown apartment? Seriously.
I think the college experience of being on your own, living on your own, has some value to it.
How did it value your life?
Well, I was young and pregnant, so I didn't have a normal college experience.
I'm saying, how did college impact your life? In general.
Well, okay. So what I studied.
Do you have friends still?
Yeah.
From UC Santa Barbara?
Yeah, I have friends from elementary school.
Damn. I got two.
2 friends from elementary?
2 friends. No, not elementary. 2 friends from like high school. There's still one.
So you're not in contact with anybody you went to with elementary or preschool?
No.
So the last friends you can remember, or the earliest friends you can remember, are from high school.
Mike Heineman I met in 5th grade. Paul
okay.
Johnson I met in 10th grade.
Okay.
Those
middle
are
school.
the two I'm like, and Derek Callahan is.
What grade was he?
I was in 11th when I met Derek.
Oh, so most of your relationships come from middle school
Outside
or higher.
of stand up. Now, speaking of relationships, I'll tell you what happened this past week that was cool. Was Michael Ealy called, and he came in town. Talk about relationships. That's one movie that we really have stayed in touch. Like the Think Like a Man cast,
Mhm.
and I think that the sign of a good friendship is you don't have to see each other every day and talk every day. But then when you do link up, it's
Yeah.
like no time has passed.
Oh, those are the best friendships.
And that's what happened with me and Illy. Because I
Mhm.
live in the Bay now, and he just
Wish
sends
you'd
me
stop saying that.
what?
We stay a lot in the Bay, but we still also live in
In
Ohio.
Ohio. Yeah, we're back and forth, but
Okay.
I like the Bay.
Okay. I do
So we're
too.
in the Bay.
Mhm.
We live in the Bay and Ohio.
Thank you. I mean, because we file in Ohio taxes. Okay, so
You just put it all out there. I did.
all right. So
I don't think
you
they're
know,
watching this podcast, but they might now.
well, you know,
Well,
your
you know, we
star's
live in
rising.
Wisconsin, and he called. No, he called, knows where I'm out here a lot. And I went and did a pop-up movie screening of The Intruder. Now, and we talked about this. Think Like a Man 1. We were the first movie that did pop-ups all over the country.
right.
Like we walked in and we surprised moviegoers. And now you see studios, a lot of them get their actors.
Yeah.
And they show up at movie theaters and they pop up. And I was like, we were the first ones to do that. We were literally the first ones, because I remember to this day, as long as we live, we had emails we sent to each other, and somehow it came up that, hey, let's pop up and surprise people at theaters.
Right.
And I was in Chicago. Kevin was in Columbia, South Carolina. I remember Terrence J and Lala were in New York. I remember Ely and Megan Good was in LA. I just remember where everybody was because we were all posting about it. And Kevin was the first one to buy out a theater. Like he bought out a theater in Columbia, South Carolina. And then I was in Chicago and I got turned away at one of the theaters because I turned away. Like I was popping up.
Yeah.
So I would just show up, and I didn't have a publicist at that time or nothing like that to make calls. So they were just like, show up.
Oh, okay.
So I showed up.
Uh-huh.
The black theaters, I was great.
Yes.
The Magic Johnsons and the Hood.
Yes.
I was hit. So I went to one of the suburbs, and the lady literally was like, yeah, right. And I was like, no, I'm surprised when they come out. And she literally pointed to the poster. She went, where you at? It's like I wasn't on the first poster.
Oh my God.
So I was like, no. I took a picture. I was going to take the picture of the poster. That's my character. So
how embarrassing.
They called a manager and he came out and we worked it out and I was there and it was funny, but I was just like, damn, I got turned away. And then, but I remember that's where we was doing all the pop-ups, man.
Yeah.
We were the first one, but so Mike did it for The Intruder. And then we went out to eat at some Lebanese restaurant in Jack London Square. It was pretty good. But when I tell you, it was like no time had passed. We just started BSing and laughing. And I didn't realize I was butchering Jamu Hunsu's name. I called him Dejamu Houston.
Yeah.
From Amistad.
Isn't it Jaimin?
Jaimin Hunsu. Sorry. I'm butchering again. I cannot get that fucker's name right.
Oh.
What is it?
Jaimin.
Jaimin Hunsu. I was calling him Dejamu Houston. We were talking about movies we liked and actors we liked. And I go, you know who is funny? Some of the movies I like is Dejamu Houston. And Mike goes, who is that? And I go, the guy from Amistad and Blood Diamond. He goes, Jaimin Hunsu. I go, oh shit, what did I call him?
So when you saw Django, that really threw you.
The D?
Yes.
No. I read for Django. That was funny. That was one of the movies I auditioned for. And in that audition, I said the M word literally 60 times. It was in the script.
Can I tell you, I love Django. I love Django to this day. It was a good movie, but I really like Jamie Foxx on screen a lot. Good and everything. I really do.
The only movie he wasn't good in was The Soloist. And I think that was the movie.
You
like The Soloist?
Yeah, but you know what? I think sometimes when we just buy in, whoever we like is just who we like. So maybe I gave him, a pass for that. But I like The Soloist, and I just like everything Jamie Foxx is in. So he has yet to disappoint me.
I was bored as shit.
But maybe that was a little too deep
It was.
Yeah,
It was
that's
slow.
what I think.
It was slow.
So it wasn't Jamie, it was Gary.
Yeah, I know. I get it. He's homeless.
Right.
I get it. He can play the cello. For one,
Yeah.
listen, I
It's
don't
very
like,
sweet.
I've never want to see a cello player. Who the fuck said, hey,
Have you seen the black celloist? Or in the black
the soloist.
No, that type of music has come a long way. So they have these black violinists that come and are selling out theaters and stuff like this. Like,
Name
really
one.
beautiful. I can't think of the group, but they were just in Cincinnati. I missed them.
I'm just kidding.
No, they're really good.
No, it's different. Honestly, and I'm not doing this to knock Jamie. Every movie Jamie's been in, I loved. My favorite movie by Jamie Foxx is Held Up. That was the best one. That was the best movie.
It's one of my favorite too.
Maybe because I was in it.
Honestly, it wasn't that bad.
What?
It held up.
It was funny.
It wasn't. I have seen. Okay.
It's one of those movies.
It wasn't that bad. You've seen a lot of worse movies on Netflix.
When you go to the theater and you go to a movie, I think Held Up was one of those, like, you left there like, that was okay.
Yeah.
But then the more you watch it, the more you take funny scenes out of it. Because there was some funny lines and some funny scenes in that movie that you take out of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm reading the comments. Somebody said Stealth. Stealth was so bad. I'm sorry. Jamie had 2 duds.
Okay.
Jamie knew what he was doing. That was a big budget movie. Got to go overseas.
Okay. Stealth. That's right.
Stealth was terrible.
Okay. I think Stealth was the worst movie that Jamie's ever done. I like the soloist. So I'm not on that.
Jamie should have played the soloist in Stealth. That guy should have drove the plane. That would have been a good movie. I would have watched that. Now, if he would have just been that homeless motherfucker crazy, got behind the wheel of the plane, and just flew that motherfucker and start playing the cello as he's crashing, okay, I go see that.
Oh, God, Stealth.
Stealth was so bad.
Yeah.
We all got duds, though.
Yeah, what's yours?
I don't know about movie duds.
What about that making of the macaroni and cheese or making of the macaroni
Who made
salad?
the potato salad?
Yeah.
That was, and then what was the other one I did?
good?
It was all right. But we shot that in, like, listen, I did a movie that went straight to DVD called Who Made the Potato Salad. And the funny thing about that movie is I think they shot it in 10 days. And they had a little outdoor scene. But other than that, the whole movie was in a warehouse that they split with people shooting porn. So,
oh, wow. That's what the story should have been about.
No, it was right outside of Pasadena where we shot the movie. And it was like this warehouse. So they had different rooms that you could, like, just make into a living room or make into a bedroom and just bring in the prop furniture, right? So the whole movie is in this warehouse with different rooms. The living room was here and the bedroom was here. But every time you went to the bathroom, they were shooting porn on the other end of the warehouse. So sometimes we'd be eating lunch and you'd hear some noises. We were like, oh! And then, but you had to share bathrooms.
With the porn stars?
With the porn people.
Oh,
let's not call them stars. Let's call them people. Porn people. I didn't recognize anybody. So the girls had it worse, though. Because the girls from Who Made the Potato Salad would just come in like, oh, God. They literally were driving down to, like, El Pollo Loco to use the bathroom.
I don't blame you. I don't blame. And I'm not, listen, as porn is your business, that's your business. But you probably don't have to worry about people wanting to use your bathroom. You know what I mean? That is just.
Yeah, they said there was. Can you imagine porn? Like, it's one thing to have whatever you're doing, but those girls were like cleaning themselves, semen in the sink and shit. Oh,
do you guys know there is a semen facial that is supposed to be really good for you? Like,
who said that?
I just read about it.
Stupid.
No, it is supposed to be so good for your skin. The thing is,
we're
though,
not on your face.
Well, listen, you cannot drink or smoke or take any sort of medication or anything for 6 hours before you're going to have the semen experience. But it's supposed to get you tight and right and
who's the
good
from
whoever you decide to get your semen from.
You choose a semen donor?
Yes, I guess. Yeah, like you would choose who you would like to have
stupid.
I'm just saying it is the thing now, and people are swearing by semen facials.
What people?
People out there in the world. I don't know. I read an article about it.
You have no answer.
I read an article about it, and this one lady, I don't remember her name. She said it really was great for her acne and the tightening of her skin.
Let me just say, if you ever pay to go get a semen facial, I'll be like, my dick is right here. I can jack on your face right now and spread it.
Okay.
All over.
All right. Okay. You have just
I'll
turned.
give your neck.
You
a
have just
facial,
turned this
your
little bit of
ears.
information into something
Ooh,
very
look how
disgusting.
my hair is such a little body.
No, I mean-
that Owen semen. I got a semen facial, a head massage.
Listen, I am just saying.
It sounds like you want some nut on your face. That's all. it sounds
Listen,
like.
I am just saying.
All right,
that-
this is another episode of the Gary Owen Podcast. We got to go.
Oh God. All right. Okay. You have to grow up. You're so immature.
You brought up semen facials.
I'm just saying it is a thing.
What thing? Nobody's heard that shit.
Okay.
Okay, listen. Anybody in the comment section, have you ever heard of a semen facial? That somebody's gonna pay to put some stranger semen on your face.
I didn't say you have to pay. If your husband or partner has good, clean semen, you can use their semen. I am just saying.
You sound like a freak right now.
Oh,
you sound like a freak.
Well, listen, we all got a past.
Oh, I don't want to know about that.
Okay.
I talked about stanky pussy. You talking about getting nut on your face.
I'm just saying, if you're curious, you could just make sure your partner doesn't drink or like take medication 6 to 8 hours before you're going to try the semen situation. Okay.
So I'll eat organically for a week and then nut all.
No, because right
I'll
now
give you
I'm
that
mad at
vegan
you. I'm
facial.
mad at you and your semen for
I'll give you
taking
that
my
vegan
story.
facial.
It was just some information.
I'm gonna look it up.
Please.
Semen facials. I'm
Yes.
just gonna go to pornhub.com.
No.
That's all I gotta do.
No. I'm telling you, it is a thing. So seriously.
So let me ask you, did they put like plugs in your ear, in your mouth?
I don't
So you
know.
don't get in your nose?
Listen, I don't know. Speaking of earplugs, stop it. Gary and I went to a pod. We did a pod.
The salt pod. The
Yeah, we
floating
did it.
spas. They call it.
Yes. The float. What do they call it?
Float spas. You call it a pod because it does look like an egg.
Yes.
All it is it's room temperature water, and it's like I don't know, gallons and gallons of Epsom salt.
Yes.
And you float in it.
Yes.
And it's supposed to. I went to sleep. You didn't.
No.
You didn't read the wall.
I didn't read the directions. I just jumped in.
So when you do these float spas, the guy will walk you through real quick. Basically, you're supposed to take all your clothes off. Can you put a bathing suit on?
I didn't know. I thought you're supposed to put on something to protect
private.
your vagina. Like I didn't know they.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
Epsom
I didn't.
salt is fine for the puss.
Well, I don't know. I
Makes it
didn't.
Perp.
I did not get enough information because I didn't. How are they draining it? How are they cleaning it? I was very distracted. So no, I didn't read the directions. It was warm water, and I just thought you were supposed to get into it.
I read.
So Gary got in naked,
butt naked, and I went to sleep because I turned the light off in the room. You left the light on in the room, so now you got light coming in
through the pod. I didn't know.
You just float, and it does feel like you're only in there for 5 minutes. All of a sudden, it's done in an hour, and you wake up. And you're like, "Did I float?" And then did I go to sleep? And I did. You didn't do. You just sat there.
Well, I was doing poses because you are literally like suspended, like on top of the water. So I was doing like if I were a gymnast, like in my head, this is what I say. If I were a gymnast, I would be able to do this pose and that pose and like you see in the pictures. So I was doing that, but I didn't understand how is it that you are just floating, like seriously floating. So does that mean in the ocean? Does a person just float?
Yeah, you float in the ocean.
So if you fell out of a boat in the middle of the ocean,
if you just laid
saltwater ocean,
if you laid flat with your head back, you would float
for just till somebody found you.
I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, there's waves in the ocean though. It's not contained. Like you might go under if a wave takes you under. But naturally your body would float. That's why they put rocks on people when they try to drown them.
I'm not smart enough. I don't understand how that just works.
Oh,
but
gravity.
You are literally just floating. So if you're able to just really like next time, I think maybe I'll be able to fall asleep like Gary. But at one point I sat up in my pod and
I'm trying to figure out how you know about semen facials, but you can't figure out how you can float.
I read it. Somebody said, listen, I'm just saying, they said in the article, it works. You guys, you should try the floating pod or floating spa it was really worth it. Like I would do it again. Definitely. Yeah.
I liked it. It was my idea. I liked it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it was my idea.
It was his idea. It was a good idea. And it was actually really, really, really relaxing.
All right. Let's talk about some good TV shows. Now,
Ooh.
Game of Thrones. Kenya's only on like episode 3, season 1.
Excuse me. I'm in season 2.
No, but you didn't even know a boy got his head cut off at the end of season 1.
the dad?
Yeah, I had to tell you.
Because it was at the end. Now I'm in season 2.
How do you miss that? That was like the biggest part of season 1.
I really
got his head cut off.
I know, I really like that. Okay, but it happened. It did. It. Shit, shut up.
We got 2
I'm
episodes
on
left,
season
everybody.
2.
And my theory is gone to shit. That I thought the White Walker was going to be the one that sits on the Iron Throne. It was going to freeze over. And we're like, fuck, the whole world's fucked. Because if it's really, truly over after the next 2 episodes, then there has to be some, finality to it.
Did you just make up a word?
I did.
Oh, I heard that.
That's what happens when you have no semen on your face.
Oh.
You make shit up.
Huh.
Yeah,
But when you
Jamu
do
Hansu told
have
me that.
semen on your face, it becomes nice and tight.
Jamu Houston told me how to say that.
You still said
Finality.
it wrong.
I know. It's
Jaimin.
Somebody said you float because the amount of salt is way too high percentage than ocean salt water. So it's the salt
Smart
keeps you floating.
people are so sexy. Thank you. Who was that? They have a name? Like a screen
He
name?
could be a child molester. And you just said he's sexy. We don't
Oh.
know these people on the internet
Oh.
making comments.
Sorry.
Pace yourself. So, anyways, Game of Thrones.
This is such a shit show.
There's 2 episodes left. Now I've changed my theory.
Oh, okay,
Now,
what is it?
I think it's definitely going to be Jon Snow. He's going to have to take the Iron Throne. Because you don't know this yet, but he dies, comes back to life.
Oh.
Then they found out he's really a Targaryen, so he's the rightful heir to the throne. I'm like, it has to be him.
Okay. So let me ask you. Okay, are you that invested with the Game of Thrones? Because I guess there are like 3 different spinoffs that they are either pitching or going to make. Are you going to move to the spinoff?
The spinoffs are never as good. And I wish people would say that. The only show that I've ever seen that said that we're just not as good is Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul was the spinoff for Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Now, Breaking Bad, it gets no better than that in my book. Like the acting, the writing, the storylines. Better Call Saul is the only TV show I've ever seen where they were like, look, this show's really good. But if you're expecting Breaking Bad,
Yes.
this ain't the right show. But the fact that they just admitted it, like, this show is not as good as Breaking Bad, but it's still a really good show. It made me want to watch it. And it's great.
Yes.
Like, that show is great. Now, somebody just made a comment. Yeah, talking about old school. Cheers was good.
Oh,
but
Cheers
Frasier
was good.
But Frasier was a spinoff.
Oh.
Frasier was just as good.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
So I take
That's
that back.
right. That's right. Frasier
Somebody
was
said
good.
Jaime kills Cersei, Arya kills Jaime, then she gets taken by the Red God and becomes a faceless man. Jon is put. All right, who the fuck? I don't know who you are, but you had me, but you went too long. You can't figure the whole show out.
Maybe they're just smart.
Oh, the Hound's definitely killing the Mountain, though.
Oh.
That I don't think that's gonna be a surprise. That's his brother.
Ask, did anyone, this is what I want to know. Did anyone realize that there was a Starbucks cup before whoever realized it posted it on social media?
Time out. Wasn't a Starbucks. It was a coffee cup. But
A
it wasn't
coffee cup.
Starbucks.
Okay. I don't want to care about the minutiae details of it. I just want to know, when you guys were watching it,
No.
really, did anybody realize it before it was posted all over the internet?
Nobody realized it. Nobody realized it. I guarantee because I was watching it live and nobody said anything on Twitter or Instagram.
Oh, really?
So nobody knows that shit.
Are you guys mad? Are people really? Because people seem to be very upset about that.
Well, I think it's amazing that you have a DP, a director of photography, you have editors, you have the actors themselves that are in the scene, you have props, you have
all
producers,
these different departments,
and nobody caught it. Nobody. I'm like this. I rewatched it. It's sitting right there.
Oh, really?
It's
more than just a frame.
No, it's in the show.
Really?
Like it's right there. You know what I mean? Like you're so worried about that. That's how good the show is, though. You ain't worried about it.
Oh.
You don't even realize that they had a barista in coffee back then. They've never brought it up. That's what I would have said.
Just think that one person in South Dakota or wherever that person was.
Yeah,
realize.
All the stuff going on, there could be, somebody said, you can't have time travel? Time travel? They got all these witches and bring me back to life?
Eggs, special eggs. Are the eggs still in it? Are the eggs? The eggs, the magical eggs.
That was the 3 dragons.
Yeah.
They were hatched.
They were hatched.
You didn't watch the season 1. You didn't
watch
it. They hatched at the end of season 1.
No. Maybe in 2, not in season 1, because he had to steal the eggs back. He had to go steal the egg back. I'm just saying it didn't happen
I'm-
in season 1. I'm sorry. When do you?
Let me ask you guys something.
What?
They're watching this on YouTube. Were the Dragons Hatch season 1 or season 2?
Yes or no?
Season 1.
Somebody said season 1.
It was the end of season 1. I'm not stupid.
Well, now.
You didn't watch it.
Babe,
you didn't watch the last episode.
No.
You didn't know Mr. Stark got his head cut off, and you didn't know the eggs got
No,
hatched.
because we were trying to have the conversation about him getting the head cut off, like episode 6 or something of season 1. It hadn't happened yet. Okay,
The
let's
eggs
move
were
on from a
hatched
game. I don't
season
think
1, and the head Stark dude got his head cut
so.
off.
That's
season 1.
true. That is true.
Let's just move on to a different show.
Okay, what other good shows are
This
you
is gonna
watching?
go left real quick. I take my
Right.
Game of Thrones a little serious, and I don't like it when somebody be talking
Okay.
like they don't. What happened to the eggs, motherfucker? You were supposed to be in season 3.
I'm sorry. Where should I be right now?
You gotta start over.
No.
I just start season 1, episode 1.
No. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get caught up.
Now
But-
we are watching another show on Netflix called All American, and if you like sports, it's a great movie. If you don't like football, don't watch it. But I'm a sports fan.
Yeah.
But it's the storylines are good. Everything. Tate Diggs is in it. A lot of good young actors, but there are some cheesy scenes in that All American.
It's a lot of cheesy scenes.
Not a lot, but it's some. Like the lead guy, the running back, he's never happy. He's the most miserable guy. Like he got dragged out of Crenshaw and then gets to go to Beverly High, and he's miserable. I'm like, this dude, what are you doing right
I
now?
do think they could have given him a few more happy moments of just him being cool or but he is not a smiley person, let's just say.
Yeah,
But I think it's okay. I think it's okay.
I like it. I'm a sports
Um,
fan though, but I like how they're using like real names like Culver City, and then Chatsworth. Like they're using
Oh.
real high schools and real neighborhoods. It's not like fake ones.
Mm.
You know? Oh yeah, I want to watch that Zac Efron where he's playing Ted Bundy too. But I'm always so tired. He's
wait. Ted Bundy is the guy that killed everybody, right?
Yeah. Zac Efron
Ooh,
came in.
scary.
It's not real.
I
Like you
kn-
literally went like this. Ooh, scary.
but scary. Oh,
No.
Is it? Oh,
No, I want to see it. I didn't realize he was such a AKA sex symbol back then. Like
Ted
women
Bundy?
yeah.
did they
Women
know
thought
he was killing
good.
people?
Yeah, he defended himself.
Really?
Like the dude was smart. You know
No.
what I mean?
Did he go to jail?
Yeah, he got locked up for life.
How you
Got the
gonna
death
say he was
penalty.
smart?
No, I'm saying he was smart. But I heard Zac Efron really becomes Ted Bundy.
Okay, I
in the
heard
movie.
that too. And in fact, Zac Efron said after the movie he had to take some time to kind of decompress
From what?
because he didn't become a serial killer, but he just needed to take a couple of days to decompress from that movie
You
and
think he
his
just said
role.
that? I think people just say that.
Well, maybe he did, but it did make it interesting to
Ted
me.
Bundy was a Harvard trained lawyer. Yeah, so he was smart.
Did he? But he couldn't save himself.
I'm saying it's almost like an addiction. Once you start killing people like that, it's a power thing. And
The
eventually you're
fuck
gonna
is
get caught.
happening right now?
Yeah, you're gonna get caught.
You think start killing people is an addiction?
I do. I think once you do it, it's a power thing and it becomes addictive. And it's
Okay.
I think it's part of an addictive personality.
Mm.
Yeah. He got
It's
executed though. He got the death penalty.
Okay. If you guys are watching Killing Eve, which I think is freaking awesome, it's not on Netflix.
He escaped prison twice. So how stupid is he? Boom, shut down, clown. Bam, with your semen on the face.
Anyways, Killing Eve is really good, and the assassin in it is addicted to killing people. So you could be right.
Dude, it's an addiction, just like heroin is an addiction. When you have an addictive personality, that's taken to the extreme, by the way.
Would you ever interview, if you had an opportunity, would you ever interview a serial killer?
I don't know. That'd be
I
kinda
wouldn't.
weird.
I want to stay
'Cause I'd
under
be
the
trying to crack
rainbow.
jokes. That probably
Oh.
wouldn't be the right time.
I don't know. I would not just want to be on any serial killer's radar, period, at all. So I wouldn't. That
oh,
would
yeah, I didn't
not.
think about that. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that.
Mhm.
Not to segue from serial killers, but we talked about All American Game of Thrones. We saw Best of Enemies. I like that movie with Taraji and Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
Who's quickly becoming my favorite actor, Sam Rockwell.
Gary loves Sam Rockwell right now.
Man,
Yeah.
you asked me if I could work with like one dude.
Yeah.
It'd probably be Sam Rockwell
really?
right now.
I thought Taraji did a really, really, really good job because
Taraji's a beast.
I was concerned about that casting because I really thought it should have been Octavia Spencer, but Taraji brought it. It was good. It was good. And at the end, I'm not going to spoil it.
It's a true story though. You're not really spoiling anything.
Oh, okay. Well, at the end, they put in live footage of what the woman really looked like and the guy really looked like. So it was, I don't know, it was kind of cool to see him. And then once I saw her, I really thought like, oh yeah, I would have probably considered Octavia Spencer, but
my nose is stopped up.
Oh,
I'm not doing cocaine. I just want people to know I'm sniffing.
So, okay.
That's how rumors get started. By the way. We got allergies. Kenya's a little under the weather. But I know I've been sniffing all episode. I'm just waiting for somebody like, Gary on that good nose candy.
Oh,
yeah, no.
Is that what they call it?
Nose candy, yeah. No. So this is how good Sam Rockwell is in that movie, though. And not to Taraji is amazing. And
good.
And her
good.
big fake saggy titties were amazing too. Because she clearly had a big suit on.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But they made sure they were accurate. That's how them big Southern women titties rock.
Oh, not all Southern women. Not all.
Was like when you get over 40, 50,
what?
Big saggy titties.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I noticed stuff. Somebody said I say too much on my podcast, and I just did it.
Oh,
so
that is true.
Sam Rockwell is the head of the KKK in Durham, North Carolina. And he's such a good actor, and he's so good in this movie. You care about him. Like, I cared about him as the Klan leader. That's how good he was in the movie. I mean, granted, you knew he was going to turn over a new leaf.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, even when he was at his worst, I was like, I like him. Like, you're almost pulling for him. Even when he pulled out the gun, they shut up that house.
Yes.
I was like, I hope they don't kill anybody. But
okay, you may have just taken it too far with that particular scene.
What do you mean?
Even when they pulled out the gun, they were shooting at the
house.
you
was hoping they don't get caught by the cops because they're giving you from their point of view.
Yeah.
Like when you see criminal movies, you're like, I hope the cops don't catch them.
Okay. I was hoping they did get caught by the cops, but I was also hoping they wouldn't kill anyone.
Yeah, I knew they didn't kill anyone because they would have went to prison. You can't do that. It was a scare tactic. But it's crazy how when someone gives a really good performance, almost like as good as it gets was Jack Nicholson.
Oh,
he was an asshole in that movie.
He was such an asshole.
But you liked him.
Yeah, yeah.
But he was such an asshole.
That was
you
a
liked
good movie.
him.
Yeah.
That's the mark of a really, really good actor. When you can make them
that was good.
Root for you, you're not a good person.
Okay. And then we also just saw Avengers. We're not gonna give it away because we know it's still only a couple of weeks. But we thought that was good.
That was good. Yeah, it was good. I mean, you knew what you was getting. You knew what you was getting.
I thought it was good.
You know what you're getting. Somebody said Gary's a low-key racist. Yeah.
No.
That's it. We're talking about acting. We're not talking about real life. We're talking about acting.
Listen.
That's the part. That's the problem you guys got. You don't realize movies ain't real.
Oh, because the shit rings true to some of us.
Who the fuck okay. Who listened to this podcast in Durham, North Carolina in the 1960s?
Well, I mean, we have grandparents, we have great grandparents, people who lived through that. So it may ring true to us. So I know for sure you are not a racist.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate that. That's the thing. People take your podcast and they'll cut that part out like this. He was like literally KKK and I cared about him. They're like this. Say Gary was a racist. They won't say I'm talking about a movie and an actor's performance in a movie.
Right. Now, Gary is a Sam Rockwell fan.
Man.
But trust me.
He was good in the 3 billboards outside of Ebbings, Missouri.
That was such a good movie with Sally Spacek.
Sally Spacek. Who is Sally Spacek?
What's her name? Sissy. Sorry. Sally and
I think Sally Spacek and Jean-Luc Houston should do a movie together. Who the hell is Sally Spacek?
Sorry. Sorry.
Sissy Spacek?
Sissy. Where is
was
Sissy?
she in that movie?
Yes. She was the mother. She was the...
Her name's not Sissy Spacek. Sissy Spacek was Carrie.
What's her name? Can we get some help from the Peanut Gallery?
Her name? She won the Oscar.
From the 12 listeners that we have, can somebody correct
this?
12.
Don't be downgrading the podcast. It's 1,000. It's 1,187 here.
It is Sissy Spacek.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Sissy Spacek is 70 years old, by the way.
Yeah, but she was the mother who put up the billboard.
No, she wasn't. You're not even close. Sissy Spacek. no clue. What is it? So my 1,500 viewers can see. Downgrade my dang fans.
Not the fans, the number of. Who is it?
Oh yeah, Francis McDermott.
Fuck me.
Yeah, that sounds just like Sissy Spacek.
Well, Sissy Spacek.
You got semen on the brain right now. That's what you got. Not in your face. You got semen in your brain. Francis McDermott.
Oh, I love her. She's so good.
Yeah, where's those goat weed pills you need now? Make your memory better.
Oh gosh. Okay.
She said Sissy Spacek. No, look at it. First you said Sally Spacek.
I know.
You
sorry.
had the wrong actress name and the wrong actress.
Sorry. My apologies. I'm really sorry.
I literally thought you were gonna be like this. Gabrielle Union was so good in that movie. Everyone in that movie. No, she was so good. Yes, she was. Viola Davis was so
speaking of
good.
Gabrielle Union, I watched the finale of Mary Jane.
Being Mary Jane.
And actually, I thought it was a good finale. I am just not. And listen, Michael Ealy is a very nice person and a good friend, and I just don't know how she did not choose Mr. Morris Chestnut. You know, he had me at like, I'll go to the Lamaze class with you. So that was the only thing I think I would have switched up. I thought she should have chosen Morris Chestnut.
Appreciate that.
And let me just say something. Morris Chestnut is getting finer as he gets older.
I had a DVR. I was saving it. I didn't know who she picked.
Oh, oopsie.
Should have had you on.
Sorry.
What the fuck was I thinking?
I know. Sorry.
All right. But listen, other podcast. I found out I got brought up again on Fighter and the Kid. I haven't heard it yet, but leave it to social media to hit you up. But that's Brian Callen and Brendan Schwab. That's their podcast. It's a popular one too. Brian did Ride Along with me, but they reposted your Delta incident.
Yeah.
And they were kind of like,
oh, here we go.
They were kind of like her husband, he did, I think he did a special or something. And I commented like the week after on my podcast. I was like, dang, I did a movie with Brian Callen. We did a scene together. We had lunch together. I must have left no impression.
Fuck Brian Callen.
No, but he's a good guy.
No.
It's not his fault. Jeez, trying to get on their podcast.
Oh, sorry.
Why would you say that?
Sorry.
Take it back.
Because I thought, sorry, Brian, but if you said something negative.
He didn't say nothing negative.
Oh.
He didn't say nothing negative about me at all.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying.
Listen, Brian, I'm black and I'm ready for a fight. You know, listen, I need something to be mad about today.
You can't go on my podcast and say fuck other people.
Oh, sorry.
And I'm trying to get on their
podcast. Sorry. Okay, this
Jesus
is what he
Christ.
has to deal with. Okay.
The guy said nothing bad about me.
Did he say something bad about you prior?
No.
Nothing negative?
Nothing.
Brian, I am so sorry.
Jesus
I am
Christ.
really, really sorry.
Let
me tell you, my birthday is coming. Mother's Day is coming. I'm just a little stressed.
Sorry, Brian.
What's its full? I am so
Brian
sorry.
Callen. He's a funny dude.
Gary's a great guest, and he will leave me at home. Okay.
Jesus
so
Christ.
Sorry. So sorry.
Fuck Brian Callen.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No, he brought me up on their podcast again, said he wants to have me on. So hopefully I'm coming to LA May 15th next week. 15th, 16th. Hopefully I can get on when I'm out there. Maybe not now. Thanks, Kenya.
Sorry.
No, but all I was saying was I must have left no impression with him because I did a movie with him. And granted, it was just a couple days we shot together and we had lunch one day on set.
But was it just two of you or a group?
No,
lunch?
It was me, him, and John Leguizamo was at the table eating. It was the three of us. Okay. But it was my first day on set, so I was quiet because I enjoy listening to people's stories. So I just was quiet, but I was sitting with them. And I was like, whoa. And just being a comedian, you think other comedians know you. And I was just like, dang, I am really out the loop. I don't take it personal. I just think it's funny.
I'm really sorry. Maybe my estrogen is low. I don't know. I'm
God
sorry.
Damn.
I know. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, Brian. Sorry about that. I'm really into your podcast. I really enjoy listening to you.
You gotta be careful who you bring to the
Fuck Brian Callen.
Sorry.
So this is one thing. If somebody could really take this podcast and splice it up, and this is what they get out of it. Gary Owen enjoys watching The Klan and movies, and fuck Brian Callen.
Right.
That's what you're gonna get. But anyways,
I apologize.
I hope I'm able to get on. There's a lot of podcasts I want to get on. I like Theo Vaughn's podcast. I like Theo in general. I like Brian Callen, Fighter and the Kid. I like Joe Rogan's podcast. I like Bobby Lee's podcast. There's a lot I like out there. So
Okay, well, my favorite podcast, not that anyone asked me, is Jeff Lewis podcast on Radio Andy. I just love it.
sounds gay.
Well, he is gay.
I know you like all the gay guy podcasts. Let me tell you, you're a
Oh.
dude, and my wife listens to your podcast. You're gay. So if you're not out the closet, you might as well come out.
He's just funny. I just like him. I just
Yeah.
like it. You know why? It's not scripted, and it's similar to the shit show we have going right here. It's just
Why
all
you
over
always
the place.
put my podcast down?
It's only a
People
shit show
enjoy
if
it.
I'm on it. Okay, so
Dang.
but it's loose and fun, and
This ain't no shit. Here's what you've done so far today.
Okay, can I just say something?
You have shot. No, you can't. You have
Okay.
shot down my podcast. You have devalued my viewers for the 14 people.
No.
At one point, there was like 1,500 people live watching it, and you said 14.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm going to be starting my own podcast, and if I can get 25 listeners, I will consider myself a success. So, my goal
Yeah,
is
call your
25.
podcast Shit Show.
The shit show.
The shit show
That
with
is so
Kenya.
funny. The shit show with Kenya. I may do that. That's catchy.
Yeah, whatever.
Can you, if I were on being interviewed?
Oh yeah,
on the
I'm
show-
gonna listen to Tyson. Tyson's got a podcast now too.
Mike Tyson?
Mm-hmm. I heard it's good too. I gotta start listening to it.
Okay.
I listen to podcasts a lot when I'm in my car, long drives,
Yeah.
or on the treadmill when I'm walking.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
run
that's
anymore.
good. Yeah, that's good.
Why did you call, why do you call a black man the N-word for your white husband? And why do you, Gary, wish you can call black people the N-word? People just be reaching.
Wait, what happened?
They're still bringing up that video we did from over a year ago where we were goofing off with Michael Blackson, going back and forth, and I had you say the N-word instead of me.
So what is the question? Why did I do it?
Somebody was like, why?
Well, I did it. I did it because I wanted to do it.
It was funny. It's a
And
sketch.
hold on.
Not serious.
And if you listen to how I said the word nigga, it was so I purposely said it in such a crazy way that I thought people would get it was just a joke. So if you were offended by it, I'm sorry, but I wasn't forced to do it. I did it because I wanted to do it. And where I grew up, nigga was never a bad word where I grew up in Oakland.
Yeah.
Nigga was a sign of affection and playful. Okay.
Kenya,
Hold up.
You don't
No,
have to
no,
get-
I'm-
you're getting too deep.
Listen, I don't care. So I
Ooh.
may not have the same
sorry, I
sort
thought
of
this was my
feelings.
podcast.
I may not have the same sort of feelings about the word nigga as maybe someone who grew up in the South. For instance, my daughter and her friends now. I haven't actually heard her say it, but people are using the word bitch in terms of endearment. Like, oh, that's my bitch. Or bitch, don't do that. Or bitch, did you do that? When I was growing up, bitch was straight fighting. It was nothing loving about the word bitch. Do I ever see myself at lunch saying, hey, bitch, you look good in that? Hey, bitch, I would never use a word like that. But it's just, I think, if that's how they're using it now, okay. But where I come from and my experience with the word was always fighting. So I probably will never use the word bitch in some loving sort of context. Whereas I grew up with the word nigga being a loving context.
You're black.
What does that mean?
Every black person
What?
has had that experience. The N-word is
Yeah, but
out of
maybe if you
affection.
were deep South, you had probably a different experience with the word.
The word, listen, the word is a trigger word, and white people shouldn't use it. I don't say it.
I agree.
I
with
don't
that.
say it.
Yeah.
But
I don't-
it is a term of affection amongst
Other
a
black
lot
people?
of black people.
Right. And I don't think it's always a trigger word. Do you know? I think it depends on who is saying it. But just like I said, I'm just speaking by my own personal
It's all
appearance.
about was there malicious intent behind it.
Right.
But when people crack me up when they got upset over the sketch and that's the key word, sketch we did over a year ago, I would be looking at people like, why are you upset? This is basically all it was SNL sketch is what it came out to. No different than when Chevy Chase and Richard Pryor did the boss hiring the dude.
Yeah.
And he was trying to see if Richard Pryor would get mad, and he kept calling Richard Pryor a racist word. Then Richard Pryor would call Chevy Chase a racist word.
Uh-huh.
Like, Richard Pryor, Chevy Chase, I just want to tell some words. Just tell me the first word that comes to your brain. And Chevy Chase would be like, spear chucker. And Richard Pryor goes, honky. And then Chevy Chase, and he said the N word, and Richard Pryor goes, dead honky. And Chevy goes, okay, you're hired. Right.
So let me tell you, and this is my thing about that is why those movies that I laughed at, I enjoyed.
Blazing Saddles?
Yeah, love Blazing Saddles. Wouldn't play well. Everybody is so sensitive. That's why when people are talking about the remake of The Jeffersons and All in the Family, which I looked at and laughed at, I don't see it. I don't see how they can do it service in this climate where you can't say anything.
Let me just say.
People are offended by everything.
Let me just say.
So I think they shouldn't do it.
Now that they're remaking The Jeffersons and All in the Family, they're remaking episodes. It's not like an original episode. They're really just going to, from what I've heard, they're going to reenact an old episode, right?
Still.
But what I'm saying is that tells you, to me, that the networks realize, people aren't watching sitcoms like they used to. They're not, because you got so many other outlets. There's all these cable channels that Netflix came in. You can push the envelope. Where networks is still a lot of the sitcoms now are like kind of bland. So like, let's try to reinvigorate the sitcom. Watch if the ratings are high for The Jeffersons and All in the Family. Watch how the networks start pushing the envelope more with sitcoms again.
I think the networks are so afraid of anything that can come off controversial. So I don't even care about the ratings. I'm care about the script. Like, are they going to really go there? Archie Bunker really went there.
They're going to reenact old episodes. They don't have to rewrite anything.
Well, let's just see how that really works. Because I just think if they can't do it at the level that it was done, and I don't know if they choose a softer episode. I mean, I don't know, but I am really curious to see how do they do this successful when people want to be mad. People are uberly sensitive now. I just don't see how.
I think they make good choices, though. They make good choices. Jamie's going to make a good George Jefferson, and Woody Harrelson's going to make a good Archie Bunker.
But it only works if the script is right. We know what it was.
If it's not a script, though, if they're just reenacting an old episode.
Yeah, but which episode is it? Do you know what I mean?
How do I know?
Because Archie Bunker used to say some stuff and George Jefferson used to say some stuff. So if they're not going to feel comfortable saying it because of what people may say, he said this, he called him a cracker, he did this and did it.
They never said cracker on the show, did they?
George Jefferson used to say a bunch of shit.
He said cracker?
Yeah.
I don't remember he said cracker. Did he say cracker?
I don't know. We could talk about it.
Watch. I can't. Woody Harrelson was a great choice, though, for Archie Bunker. Great choice.
I can't picture Woody as Archie.
Really? I can.
I mean, physically. So I guess you can put on a fat suit or whatever.
Yeah. It's easy to get offended by anything nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people, I don't know. You know, when people got mad over that, I go, guys, it's a sketch.
Like, who did they? I thought, who I thought when they mentioned, who's the comic? Who is playing Wheezy? I love
Eddie
her.
Murphy?
No, Wheezy is the wife.
I figured
Jefferson's wife.
Names, so.
No, the wife.
Who's playing her?
She's a comic. Come on. I mean, like Chris
Wanda
Rock.
Sykes.
Wanda Sykes. I thought they said, Wanda Sykes was in it. I thought she was going to be Florence. The maid, if you guys remember the maid who always had something smart to say, I thought that was going to be Wanda Sykes, not Wheezy. So it'll be interesting in seeing that one too.
I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, recap my schedule. This weekend I'm in Virginia Beach at the Funny Bone. Next weekend I'm in St. Louis, Missouri at Helium Comedy Club. The week after that I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina at the Comedy Zone. May 30th through June 2nd I'm in Addison, Texas at the Addison Improv. June 4th and 5th I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Then June 8th, I take my next special at the Empire Theater in San Antonio, Texas. It's called Doing What I Do. There's still tickets available. We got 2 shows, 7:30 and 10 in San Antonio at the theater. So we're doing 2 to play it safe. And I think that's it. All right, this is Gary Owen with another great episode of the Get Some podcast. Don't say nothing. I close my show, babe. Goodbye, Gary Owen. Get Some.